Welcome to King Lizard's Game Lounge and Forza Motorsport 7 Rivals. So this one is called Lime Drive. It's at Lime Rock South, and it's all about driving Sport Compact Icons in the C-Class division. So vehicles you're driving here are spec class vehicles that, as they come from the manufacturer, no tunes, no upgrades. So it's pretty tough going on this particular Rivals event. Now in the past, my best time was a 103.364, which I'd set in the Mazda MX-5 1990 model. Now, some of my pain in the ass friends have actually blown my time away, so I figured it was time I jumped back on here, had a bit of an attack on some of the time, see if I can reel in some of these leaderboard spots that I'm losing. Plus I drive a little bit better these days, so I'm pretty certain I can do better. How better will be the question. So first up, out of interest, I thought I'd jump in the Subaru Brat 1980 GL, and the reason I did that was because this vehicle is actually a really good entry vehicle for someone trying to get into Rivals, and the reason I say that is because it's actually got really good grip, this thing, out of the box. You know, it hasn't unfortunately got the grunt to get a top leaderboard time. The best I could do in this, unfortunately, was a 1 minute 4.883, so I was actually just under a second off my previous set time, so it wasn't quite fast enough. But if you're trying to get a clean lap on this circuit, the Brat GL is not actually a bad vehicle for you to try to get a clean lap in, as a start at least. Next up, I jumped into one of my old favourites, the 1998 Eagle Talon TSI Turbo. Absolutely love this vehicle to bits. Real powerhouse in C-Class, and unfortunately it has a lot of weight with it. Being an American vehicle, it's actually quite tanky. However, it's got pretty good grip all round. It's quite a good all-round vehicle. Unfortunately, its weight holds it back a bit and makes it a little difficult to drive on some of the corners. And the best, unfortunately, I could do in the Eagle Talon TSI Turbo was a 103.933. So that was actually much closer to my previously, set record. So I was keen to find something that obviously was going to do me a lot better. So next up, I'm going to jump into the Mazda MX-5 2005 edition and drive live. So let's see how this thing does. So I just managed to squeeze a clean fourth lap there. And I'm into the fifth lap, and I'm deliberately going to take this late and go across the corner. I was hoping that would have paid off and got me out in front of my rival, but it hasn't. Didn't quite pay off. However, I've still got some tricks in the bag. The rival I'm driving is one of my friends off my friends list. He's actually really good at Rivals, and he's always pushing me to the limits when I have to try and beat times from this guy. Really gives me a hard time. So I'm beating him on this S-bend, so I'm going to go in real hard on this, and oh my god, I nearly lost the back end there. That was scary. Very nearly lost it. This Mazda MX-5 2005 model is actually really tough drive, this car, and I've got to push it all the way through. Now on the last two corners, this corner and the previous corner, I literally let go of the accelerator for a split second. I nearly went off track then, and reapply the accelerator, so literally let go and on, and that was enough to get me around the corner without going off. If I kept my finger on the trigger, I went off track. So the dirty laps before were me keeping my finger on the accelerator, trying to get around those corners without letting up. And I found the only way to get around those corners for me, or at least the trajectory I was taking on the track, was actually, releasing for not even a split second, literally release back on those last two corners was enough to allow me to get around the corner and just slow down without actually really slowing down. But that was tough as hell. Now after that, I managed to get a 1 minute 2 seconds 0.950, which is only an improvement of 0.04 of a second, but it's enough to push me up a few rival places. The world time is a 58.835, which basically left me 4.5 seconds off the pace. I was so surprised I didn't come off there. And he can't accuse me of not using the whole length of the, or width of the track there, Christ. So 4.5 seconds off the pace, which is actually my best Forza Motorsport 7 Rivals yet, I think. That put me in the top 11% in Europe and 2,630th out of 23,797 European drivers. Worldwide, I was able to get into the top 9% and 4,613th out of 48,736 worldwide drivers. Well, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Please maybe drop a like if you enjoyed the video, or subscribe to King Lizzard's Game Lounge. Everyone's welcome. Until next time, take care, keep well, keep watching, but most importantly, come back soon.